Hey guys, welcome to Modeling Manhood. Today the family and I are out collecting sap for maple syrup. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys what we do and then also talk to you guys about a story in Joshua that kind of relates. So here we go. This is one of our maple trees that we have tapped. And what you guys will notice is the sap coming out of here. This will be a little over 2%. And it'll take about 40 gallons of this to make a gallon of syrup. You can hear a little bit of the ice in there, which was perfect. Cold nights and then warm days like today make the sap run really good. When you go and make maple syrup, I got a question for you. You would probably expect some maple syrup like this when you get done. This would be 66 to 67% sugar. And this would be the real stuff. You wouldn't want to end up with the fake stuff from Walmart. Original syrup. And let me read some of the ingredients for you. Corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, water, contains less than 2% of natural and artificial flavors. Cellulose gum, salt, caramel color, sodium benzenate, sorbic acid, and sodium hexametaphosphate. I don't even know what that is. So we're just going to throw that over there and say, go for the real stuff. But anyways, if you guys think about Joshua after he took over for Moses, they came into the land of Canaan, and the first city that they were encountered was Jericho. And God instructed them in a strange manner. They marched around the city each day for 6 days, and on the seventh day, they marched and they marched and they marched and they marched and they marched in silence, and they marched, and then they blew the trumpets, and the walls of Jericho came down. Those walls are over 12 feet in thickness, and just a remarkable miracle that God did that day for the Israelite people. The next city that they went to conquer was the city of Ai. And after Jericho, they were instructed to destroy everything, but when they went to Ai, they had different instructions. And somebody actually took something there. His name was Achan. And until Achan was punished, they were not able to take over that city. And as they started conquering the land of Canaan, I can imagine all the people in the surrounding cities just being fearful and saying, what are we going to do? Look what's happened to these two other cities. And these men from Gibeon, the Gibeonites, decided to play a trick on Joshua. And Joshua made a few mistakes here. But they did not come dressed like foreigners. They were basically dressed like people that had been on the road, vagabonds for a long time. Their skins were broken, their food was moldy, their clothes were torn, and it says, look at our sandals and our clothes. And rather than seeking God's counsel, the Gibeonites deceived Joshua and the men of Israel. And as a result, Joshua had to keep good on his promises that he would protect those people. It was the next day when he found out that they were actually the next city that they were going to go and conquer. So I just want you guys, whether you're thinking about maple syrup or thinking about stories in the Bible or just everyday life, are you going for the real stuff or are you going for the fake stuff? Are you satisfied with what the world has to offer? Are you getting your nutrients and fill from Scripture and God's word that He has written for us and left for us just to learn from? So that's my challenge for you guys. One last note about the Gibeonites. They were preserved, but they had two jobs for the rest of their lives. They were to chop wood and carry water for the Israelites for the remainder of their life. And just not a lifestyle that I would want. So I just ask you guys to consider God in all your choices and decisions. And remember, mirror your Maker and journey with Jesus today. Thanks for joining us in the Sugar Bush today.